Alright, me trying to do flyouts out of a quarter pipe. Technically, it's kind of on a mini ramp too, considering the fact that, well, obviously you see the mini ramp. I also like to thank this guy over here who's carving around. He gave me a few tips and suggestions, and it actually kind of helped a little bit, so thanks to that guy, and shout out to him, though I never got his name. But with the whole flyout, as you can tell, I'm getting a whole lot of speed. But the truth is, I need to be able to have the proper form when going up the transition to really be able to get the proper flyout. As you can tell, I'm carving on the side of the transition right there with the mini ramp, getting enough speed and basically hauling ass to basically bonk my wheels off the coping and fly out of the quarter pipe to get enough speed. The truth is, it's all a matter of habits that I have to fix when it comes to doing this, and I'll explain why. I also forgot to mention how tiring this is. I have to give it about 2 to 3 pushes from the other side of the skate park and basically carve into that quarter pipe and then pump with my knees incredibly hard to get all the speed that I need to truly fly out of this ramp. As you can tell there, yeah, it's very, very exhausting and very tiring, so yeah, I gave it my all. The guy that I mentioned earlier is going to be now explaining basically what I was doing wrong and how to fix it, so just listen closely. Better?
A little bit more.
Like lean back more?
No, just wait a little bit longer before you pop.
Okay.
Because what you're doing is you're popping, but you're not getting that. Because your tail, you're still on just a little bit longer. Not too much. Have more speed.
Huh?
You gotta have a little more speed. No, you're tired.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to carve front side all this stuff.
Yeah, you know how you hit that one? Move right. Come up.
So I can actually pop it. So I shouldn't just like bonk my wheels off the hook. I should actually pop it back to my tail.
Put your back wheel off the hook. You're popping your front wheel and your back is already up in here.
Felt it.
You left early though.
Early so?
I think so.
Yeah. I think this is another example of him trying to explain to me what I was doing wrong, but he actually like truly showed me like where I was and where my board should be when doing the flyout. And the truth was, I was halfway up the transition, but somehow, sometimes I was flying out of it, when the truth was I should be trying to go up the transition more and then trying to fly out of it. I think he also mentioned for me to pop my tail when also trying to fly out as well, but I'll explain that part later.
You're popping, but the front, you got to know how you gotta level out. Now you're getting up. Now you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Pop, kick your foot up, level the board out. So you're coming up, and your foot, not. Your board's just going straight up. You gotta pop it, get that weight on that front foot a little bit. That way you can land flat.
I would also like to take a brief moment to just truly acknowledge how lucky I am, considering the fact that I almost got Popsicle 3 times just trying to make this video. So yeah, I'm lucky.
No?
I'm still going too early. It's a bad habit.
When you hit that one, you're going tough. When you come up on that one, you come on that. Come a little bit higher up on this one. Because when you're on that transfer, you're coming up to here and you're doing your turn. This one, you're coming about right here. You're not coming up on the on the little vert, which will give you that extra catch. And like I said there, coming up, you're leaving. You're already in the air here.
Yeah.
You don't want to be on the air. You want to be over here. You want to land over here. You want to land back here. You're coming up. So you want to make sure this thing takes you. Keep your weight forward. Before it's popping up.
Yeah.
You gotta level it up. Just like an ollie. That one was really early. That's it. Right here. Right here. Back, you see how you're back? That one, I don't know if you know if you heard it. I feel that back is up. Yeah, I heard the pop. There you go. I hear the pop. Alright. Alright.
I feel like when it came to the pop, it was kind of difficult for me to do. I do know that it's possible, but I can't really say it's something I'm 100% comfortable with in this type of scenario where I'm trying to learn how to fly out. I kind of think about it to some extent when it comes to me and my frontside disasters. Like with me and my frontside disasters, you know, like I'm able to pop maybe halfway, if not close to halfway, on the transition. Naturally just do the frontside 180 ollie, pop it, go up, and then just lock in the way that I want to. I think when it came to maybe trying to fly out, maybe my brain kept on thinking of like a similar concept to that, which is understandable. But I guess obviously, you know, doing a fly out and a frontside disaster are two different things. To some extent, they apply the core fundamentals, obviously, but it's not really something that I just can't like. But I definitely do feel like when it comes to my form with both tricks, they're both going to be different, so I can't really do them both the exact same way, obviously. I guess it's more of a matter of just me trying to make sure I time the pop right, and I just try to really just focus on that, rather than me just like, you know, trying to bonk my wheels off the coping. Because when I used to try frontside disasters, I would try bonking my wheels off the coping, and that worked, but it wasn't really 100% reliable because sometimes my board would go too low or would go too far up, so I just tried to focus more on the ollie instead. So I feel like with this and the fly out, I think it might be the same case. If not, then I don't know, but I'll figure that out as I go. I have a lot to explain, or maybe somewhat to explain. Number one, why I chose to pump and to carve on the transition to fly out rather than just simply drop in on one side of the mini ramp and then fly from one part to the other. The truth is, I just felt like if I pumped hard enough, I could probably gain more speed from that than probably doing it from a drop-in from one side to another. And honestly, I think I was kind of right. I have to basically push about 2 to 3 times from the other side of the skate park pretty fast to try and generate enough speed to go from one transition and then basically transfer to another transition. Because if I'm going too slow, it's just not going to work and I'm not going to be able to balance out and try to increase my speed. Hopefully that makes sense. Another part that goes into this is also my control with my carve and my pump and how I approach the other transition. I have to be able to make a somewhat wide carve so that way I can angle it to where I can reach the quarter pipe and get to the other side. But I also have to try to not turn too hard and try to like force a turn too much, because if I do, my wheels will end up power sliding, I'll end up skidding, and I'll basically end up getting sent flying forward off of my board and probably onto my ass. And another factor that also goes into this is that if I approach the transition at the wrong angle, trying to go from one quarter pipe to another quarter pipe, I'll basically end up flying out into the little metal pole thing on top of the part I was flying up to, and also maybe probably hitting the fence. So with all those factors combined, it's not impossible, but it's sure as hell difficult. Obviously there's some habits that I have to fix and I have to work on, but I just hope that I can give you guys some context on that, just to really, make you guys realize, like, holy shit, like, there's a lot of stuff that goes into this. It's not just 1, 2, 3. So hopefully that explains. I think I remember probably doing flyouts a little bit higher in the past, but I think I might have an idea for that. Maybe someday later in the future, I'll head back to Long Beach Skate Park, because I really know how to carve the bowl, and I can generate enough speed to fly out from one of the smaller quarter pipes instead. Maybe just have something smaller for me to work with, and I could basically work on a gradient and basically just go up and up more as I continue to progress at doing flyouts. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I guess I'll just mention this really quick. Thank you so much for all of the kind and wonderful support that I got on my axle stall video. You see, like, honestly, I thought that was a crappy idea. It was the same mindset I was thinking with my video, skateboarding and me for 6 years, I thought it was a crappy idea, I thought it wasn't gonna work, but clearly it worked, and it got over 1K, Obviously the views don't matter, but that's the first longer video I've made in over 2 years that's actually gotten over 1,000 views, if not even reached 1,000 views. And that's wonderful, so thank you for that. I was really able to grow my audience, I was able to get more engagement, and I was truly able to make a video that I enjoyed, and a video that entertains you guys. And honestly, it can't get any better than that. So thank you guys so much for that. I truly appreciate it. And I guess that's pretty much it. I'm gone. Thanks again. Much love.